Let me show you some volunteers I have in my garden right now. The volunteer is often taken by pollinators, such as this bird, and then replanted somewhere else. Sometimes far away, but often right back in your garden somewhere. I grew amaranth right here and it volunteered. This is one of the volunteers. This is very similar to the mother plant as far as size goes, but I want to show you the unique capability of a volunteer who has had its mother plant grown in this specific environment, has taken on those traits, and when it's regrown has become very strong and adapted to this environment particularly. This is a perfect example of a very strong volunteer. It's over 5 feet tall. The stalk is massive. It's like a tree trunk. Amaranth is very cool. It's a heavy reseeder. As you can see, all of these are actually going to be seeds. Amaranth is actually a grain that the Native Americans used. I grow it for bouquets. This one is too big for a bouquet, but it is such a great example of a volunteer. And all of these are cinnamon basil volunteers. In this bed we have borage that has reseeded and is volunteering, and I'm gonna leave them. I've interplanted different things. This right here, this is not a volunteer. This is a weed. This is a volunteer basil. I'm gonna pull that guy out. You could replant those if you want. I have my carrots in here. These are not volunteers, but the zinnias definitely were volunteers, and they're so beautiful. So I keep the volunteers I want, and I pull out or replant the ones I don't. You just want to be careful because some plants reseed really heavily, and you'll never get them completely stripped out of your garden. So know what you're planting and where you're planting it, so you're aware of what volunteers you can try to get under control as best you can.